Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video features an in-depth look at what is all coming up in update 12.10. Now there is quite a lot going on. Now while we talk about this, let me quickly show you here in the background some of the new black ships that will be available in the Black Friday event starting in the first week of November, but actually before update 12.10 goes live itself. Now, all of these changes, including a broad number of balance changes and changes to commander skills, are currently all on the PTS server for everyone to try out should you have the time and the PTS server installed on your PC. So not only does the upcoming update 12.10 see the return of asymmetric battles, among other things, with the release of update 12.10, all players will have a 100% discount on the commander skill reset for a limited time, and Wargaming will announce details on this later. So we do get a free commander reset on all our captains, so we can experiment and try out these new skills. Now I will leave two links to the two separate dev blogs in the pinned comment below the video. The first one is a list of balance changes, which includes a reload buff for the Austin, a buff to its consumable reload time. The German destroyer ZF6 gets a reload buff. It also gets a boost to its turret traverse. The Tashkent 39 gets a torpedo reload buff. And most significantly, the entire branch of the Pan-Asian cruisers all receive major buffs, from the Chongqing, the Ramat, the Chumphon, the Harbin, the Siyong and the Shinan, from tier 5 right up to tier 10. Now these ships are getting reload buffs, they are getting range buffs, and the main battery shell ballistics have been changed, and the firing arcs will now be much flatter. And you can see here on screen just a little example of how these ballistics differ between the live server currently and what is now in testing on the PTS. Now, also, not only do we get a huge number of balance changes to these ships, which are all buffs, by the way. There is nothing really negative about any of these changes, these proposed changes, these balance changes. We are also getting a number of changes to commander skills in update 12.10. Now, once again, I'll include a link to the exact dev blog so you can read at your own pace in the pinned comment below the video. I would urge you to open them and read them at your own pleasure. There are some interesting changes. For me personally, I think it comes down to maybe the changes in Dazzle for a number of destroyers. And for what also stands out for me, and I'll include a video of a Napoli game that shows the increase in the secondary battery range, which could be quite significant in changing certain playstyles for a number of cruisers. But there are a number of changes for both battleships, destroyers and cruisers. Again, the link will be in the pinned comment below to the full dev blog with all the exact numbers and changes. So I urge you to take a look. So here, while we check out the final edition, the HMS Repulse, the B variant, I'm quite sure these Black Friday ships will be incredibly popular. They usually are every year. So if you'd like to see some live gameplay before I show you these remaining clips, I do stream live on Twitch regularly during the week. You can see the link here on screen. I look forward to seeing you all. Okay, so this... Oh, we do have a timer. What is our speed up to? 58.7? That's insane speed. So we do get a nice little icon on screen. So if we just deliberately don't shoot for a second, And drop detection. Let's just drop detection. Okay, drop, drop, drop. So there we get it. We get a nice little timer. That's a nice touch. So we know, and during that 15 seconds we get this insane speed. We're going almost 60 knots. 60 knots in a Kleber. Who wants to be shooting this? Okay, I've got a lot targeting me here. Got five. Anything with big guns? Maggie, maybe? Maggie, are you looking at me? You are, yes you are. Fly, my pretties, fly! I want to kill him.
Generatore di fumo avviato.
Okay. Now we can work on these guys. Because we've also got torps. And not the worst torpedo angles in the world. You know what I want to try this out on? We currently have a tier 7 Italian cruiser that could be a lot of fun. Okay, you fired your guns, that's nice. We'll try and put a full spread into you. My god, we missed with 2. Wait, no sense. That's a little bit disappointing. Those secondaries are really chunking though. Oh god, if I'd looked where I was going now, it would be helpful. If I looked where I was going, it would be very helpful.
Corazzata nemica affondata.
Wait, my secondaries are actually firing at the Maggies over there. I want them shooting a Maggie. If you're too close, you see what happened there? I'm so close, they're actually hitting the waterline. So you don't want to be too close. Otherwise they're hitting the waterline and all shattering on the belt. But if you're at this range, kind of perfect. How many? We're at 387. Almost over 400 and well over 400 and counting. And I've been potatoing, really. To be honest, I've been potatoing. We don't get the kill, that's unfortunate. I need more targets. We require more targets.
La nostra squadra è in vantaggio.
That's 482 secondary hits. 482. Here, offer food. Enjoy your food. We need more food. Yes, indeed. More targets required. More targets required. These battleships, I think, they're almost dead over here. Oh, Ohio secondaries. Better accuracy. I've played 10 plus sub games, and all but one have been a loss. I mean, I could be cruel.
In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
Oh, no! Where the hell did those come from? Okay, that wasn't part of the master plan. Where the hell did those come from? It's not them, it's you. So I could be cruel and say, well, maybe you should reconsider life choices and not play so many subs. But matchmaking can be cruel, man. It can be cruel. I'm just gonna YOLO straight into these. I want more secondary hits. You're going off behind the island. Could do with a little bit more HP, I guess. Ah, stop killing my targets, for crying out loud. Which way are you gonna go? Which way? You're going to...
By thunder.
You're gonna go this way? If Medic was here, he'd commiserate with you. He probably would. I'm tempted just not to actually torp and just use my secondaries, but hard not to, really. The thing is, I'm
I love stealing. I love taking things.
This is what happens if you're too close. Your secondaries all go into the belt. They all go to the belt. So your secondaries are essentially useless at close range, because the locking point that they lock onto is actually too low, and they all hit the belt. But even so, 545 secondary hits. Let's just see the 133k from the secondary battery. Out of what exactly? How much? 276? 276? Almost half. What does CC have against belters? No, I've got nothing against belters. It's referring to if you're too close, the locking point of your secondaries will hit the armoured belt of battleships. Look at this, virtually half the damage. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.